and welcome to Let's Talk Sunday, where we talk about everything under the sun and nothing is off limits. Welcome to Let's Talk Sunday. So, hello everyone. How is everyone doing today? Sharice Johnson Moore here, and welcome to Let's Talk Sunday. Our topic for today is, what do you got planned for the rest of the year? Yep, that's it. That's the question. What do you have planned for the rest of the year? I am so glad to be back at the 12 o'clock hour, and I am so happy to have you here on today. Wanted to say it has been an honor and a privilege to be here today to bring you this topic. Our topic is, what do you have planned for the rest of the year? What do you have planned for the rest of the year? Do you have goals? Do you have like plans for the rest of the year? Do you have anything of that nature that is important to you that you have set for yourself for the rest of the year? I know I have set myself for some goals that I really want to do for the rest of the year. And it is to the point where I have put them on a time schedule. Have you put your goals on time schedule? Have you put your thoughts down on paper? Let's see, what do you have? Okay, maybe have planned. Rest of the year. Yep. What do you have planned for the rest of the year? I know I made myself some goals. Have you made yourself some goals? Tell me what tell me what you have planned for the rest of the year in the comments. Tell me what you have planned for the rest of the year in the comments. I would greatly appreciate you sharing your thoughts with me, sharing what you have planned for the rest of the year. And I know sometimes we may get off track. Sometimes we may, have little bumps in the road and things of that nature when it comes to our plans for the year. But we must keep focused on what we have planned, and sometimes that may mean like planning out a whole year's events. If you're an entrepreneur, it may mean planning your events for a whole year ahead of schedule. And sometimes, we have to, and we have to set our schedules around that schedule if we're entrepreneurs. And, for, whether you're an author or a graphic arts designer or a book publisher, and you may have things that you have set aside where how many people you may help publish your book. You may have a goal for that. And me per se, I talked in a live stream maybe last weekend about me wanting to revamp my business and what all that entails for me to revamp my business and start my channel with a new partner. And it takes planning. It's not just, okay, I'm gonna just do this and that's it, and that's gonna be it. No, we gotta write stuff down, child. We gotta write stuff down. Sometimes that means that you will have to make it plain, write it down. Okay, well, I'm gonna have this goal by 6 months of the first year, or I'm gonna have this goal by the end of maybe the first quarter. I have this goal set for the second quarter. I have this goal set for the third quarter. I have this goal set for the fourth quarter, and it may mean that sometimes we got to turn around and cut back on what we're spending. Sometimes it takes re-looking at your, revamping your budget and revamping what you have already had planned. That's it. It means consistency. It means consistency, and sometimes we may have to come to the conclusion of, if the goal is big, it may take you longer to achieve that goal. And we have to set it in a timetable, a time sequence when it comes to our goals for the rest of the year. And we also have to be prepared for things that come up unexpectedly, like a change in your budget, a change where you're putting your products and your services may need to be revamped or reevaluated, and we have to figure out, we have this certain money goal that we want to make by the end of the year, and we have to revamp what we have already done, and may have to go harder, may have to go stronger. You may have to do more things in your business to make it where you can meet these certain goals. Like I have a goal of $50,000 by the end of the year, right? That's my goal. And I've had to sit down, correlate that to what my income is now versus what I want it to be, and what do I have to bring to the table. What do I have to bring to the table to accomplish that goal? Hi, Tamisha, how are you doing? Hello, David, how are you doing? And I wanted to thank everyone for coming in to Let's Talk Sunday. Let's Talk Sunday's topic is, what do you have planned for the rest of the year? Whether it be family time you want to spend with your family, certain goals that you have placed on paper, you've written them down, and you want to accomplish them in a timely, orderly fashion. And it takes time. Everything is not done overnight. I had this bad habit of writing stuff down, putting goals to stuff. And what I would do, I write them down, but never really stick to what was happening with the goal. Never sticking to that goals to the final destination of reaching that goal, because I would let stuff distract me. I would let certain relationships interfere with what I was doing, because I was so involved in other people's affairs that I hadn't realized how much their stuff had consumed my life. And I had to cut back on a lot of things, like, how do I spend my money? Who do I invest in? Who do I take out time to really get into? And I had to come to this rationalization of, my business had to take precedence over everything else. My children are grown. I don't have to worry about them. The business is what I'm focusing on, and it also takes focus and stamina and determination. It also takes focus and determination to accomplish these goals. I want to let y'all know, if you have questions or you have leave your comments in the comment section, and I will go back and review the video, review your comments, and I will answer them then. You can reach out to me, my DMs on Instagram and TikTok. And if you have that understanding of that we have that we have things that we have to take precedence in our lives. And That is the way I kind of like do. I kind of like to do the question Q&A part, where I like to answer the questions off screen. I take my time and I really get into your questions with the answers to your questions. So, what do you have planned for the rest of the year? Leave them in the comments. I like to hear what I like to hear. I like to read what you have for in the comments. And when we are focused on a goal, how important is that goal to you? That's another question you have to ask yourself. How important is this goal to me? And how committed am I going to be to this goal? It is very important to ask ourselves that when we have planned out stuff for the rest of the year. Does it have is it very important? B, is it semi important? Or C, it's not that important at all? And it takes us to really evaluate where we want to be in our goal setting of how important something is to us and how committed are we going to be to it. So in my evaluation of in my evaluation of my business, I've had to come to that understanding of, look, how, if you want to reach this goal, what are you going to have to change in the process to reach this goal? What are you going to have to change in the process of reaching this goal? And it may mean that you have to cut back on spending. I know we need food, clothing, and shelter. The necessities is important, but how important do you need that Fendi bag? Or how important do you need that Louis Vuitton jacket or shoes or slippers or whatever, Jordan shoe, Jordan sneakers, or, and think about the ways you can cut back to reach this goal by saying, that's not important. That's money I could be doing something else with. That's what another thing I had to come up with, that analogy where I had cut back on getting my hair, nails, and feet done for a whole year. And the money I was going to spend on that, I turned around and allocated that to something else. I allocated that to saving up for, okay, I got this goal at the end of the year and I want to reach this goal, and I have to sacrifice where I allocate my money. And sometimes it requires us to take a break, a mental break from doing all the time. And then we're sitting here tired, burnt out. We can't think straight. There's nothing wrong with self-care. Okay, nothing wrong with, okay, I want to just take a break and don't look at a computer, don't look at a cell phone, don't answer the text. Is that situation that's brought before me, is it important to deal with at this moment in time? We also have to figure out our priorities of how important things are to us. Now, I say all this because I was gonna take a break. I took a break. I'm gonna say I took a break. I took a break from doing all the time for my business, and I had got discouraged. I had gotten kind of like lackadaisical about it because I was not. I put this plan together. I did all the things, put all the things out, and advertised and put the letters out and things like that. And I had gotten discouraged. In my business. But then I realized something. When I talked with some friends of mine and I brought that to their attention, I really got encouraged. Of, look, you want to reach this goal. So you want to reach this goal, you got to get it going. You got to keep doing. You got to keep you have to keep doing with this process and going with the plan that you have. So Talk to sometime that calls for you to talk to people. Talk to somebody that is where you're trying to get to from where you are at. Sometimes it calls for you to talk to a person that you would talk to a person where they are at, where you want to be. Talk to someone that's further along, more advanced, more informed, more they have they have more experience than you, and get you a mentor or a coach. Sometimes it involves that, where we want to advance to a certain level, but we're struggling at the moment, but we need someone to talk to in order for us to reach that goal. And that is very important. And I used to be one of those people that would put these goals, do the, say, and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. And it's one thing I had to learn about myself. Stop saying what I'm going to do and write it down. I have a board. I have a board in my I'm in my kitchen. This is my office. So this is what I do. I put up goals on pieces of white sheet paper. On white sheet paper, and I put the goals on the pieces of paper, on plain paper, right? And my goal my goal is there. The chores, the things that go along with that goal are there. What I have to do is it's a checklist. Really, it's a checklist of what I do. It's a checklist. And what I do is I set a time and a date. I set a time and a date that it has to be done by a certain time and date. And then when I've accomplished that, sometime I accomplish that goal. I accomplish that goal ahead of time. I go ahead and cross it off, check it off with a red marker and say that's done. Okay, and then I go to the next goal and I go to the next goal. And that has worked really great for me. I had gotten away from that for a minute, but now I see that when I see it, visualize it, what goes along with it, what entails in that detail of reaching that goal, it works better for me. I call it a goal board. I call it a goal board of what I want to do in my business for the rest of the year. And so that's worked for me. So I had to re-implement that into what I was doing to reach these goals for the end of the year. Okay. I just wanted to, come out and give y'all that motivation for the day. Set your goals, write them out, make them plain, and post them. Post them. I don't care if you got to get a eraser board, if you got to get if you do it on your computer, you can do that. A calendar, what your calendar look like. Put these goals in each day, and then set a time and date you're gonna work on each goal that day. And once you accomplish that goal, you mark it off on your board or your calendar, or and I got bells and whistles and stuff all set up for what I do. So it's it is each day I go into what do I have planned for that day, and I put my goals and I put everything in order. And it is very important that you keep up with your calendars. Okay, so I know, you say, well, how can I do this and how can I do that? Take one step at a time. Don't try to do everything in one day. Don't try to do everything in one day, because sometimes it's not. You have to pace yourself, because if you try to do too many things in one day, you will burn yourself out and you'll be tired and you'll be dragging. You'll be like, oh, this is so tiring, and oh Lord. And no, one step at a time, one goal at a time, and monitor yourself. Monitor yourself. If you feel like you're becoming overwhelmed, if you feel like your brain is about to bust, take a break. Take a break, child. Take a break. I'm just giving you some advice. Take a break. Take a day off. No phone, no cell phone, no computer, no just quietness. Sometimes we just need quiet. Sometimes if you give your brain a break and you get you a nice nap, a nice day of rest, you could turn around and you'll be surprised how much sleep helps. You'll be surprised about how much sleep is important for you to accomplish these goals. And if you rest properly, no interruptions. I know some of us got children, okay? Some of us got children, okay? And it also, you may want to schedule them into your calendar, or make a day, where it's a one day for them, where they're not feeling left out, they're not feeling alone, they're not feeling abandoned. Mommy don't have time for me. Mommy don't have time. Okay, mommy had time. Let's go take a day out. Let's go to the park. Let's go. Sometimes it's a surprise trip. Like, all right, let's go. Let's go to an amusement park. Let's go to a let's go do something unexpected. And make that a kind of spontaneous thing, because children like spontaneity. When you spontaneity is spending time with them, and cultivating that time. Take them to the museum. Take them to a place where they will have enjoyment for themselves, and let it be about the children. Okay, let it be about the children. Okay, so um that's what I have for you today, honey. So I love y'all, and I wanted to put this out here. I'm gonna put this out here for y'all. I'm gonna put this out here. I'm gonna put this out here. Okay. For my birthday, I have this book. This book. This is Coming to Loving Yourself. It's an autobiography, inspirational book. And I have my workbook, Coming to Loving Yourself workbook, study guide to building your self-worth. I have these books are on sale. These books are on sale because it's my birthday and I can do that. Okay. And both the set is on sale for $30. $30. Okay. $30. Yes, it's on sale for $30. And I wanted to say the information is in the bottom of the ticker table of on Facebook, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter. But I will let y'all know that you can go to paypal.me/SNJ Moore and PayPal. You can send me money PayPal. This is a limited time offer. Go to paypal.me/SNJ Moore and you can get your book sent out tomorrow. It's a set. This book can be sent to you tomorrow in a set for $30. That includes your shipping, handling, and tax. Okay, you can't get a better deal than that. Shipping, handling, and tax. Okay, so everything's covered in that. I want to say I greatly appreciate everyone for coming in for Let's Talk Sunday, and the conversation topic was, what do you have planned for the rest of the year? All right, babies. I love y'all, and I want to let y'all know you can get this set, my two books, Coming to Loving Yourself, the autobiography inspirational, and the workbook for $30 when you go send me the money to paypal.me/SNJ Moore. Okay. and I will be happy to send you your books out tomorrow. Tomorrow, Monday, $30. It includes your shipping, handling, and tax. Okay. So I love y'all. And I want to say I greatly appreciate you all for coming in to being a part of Let's Talk Sunday. If you have missed this program, the live broadcast, you can also go to my podcast and listen to the audio version of this podcast. You can listen to Sharice Johnson Moore's podcast. That is the title of the podcast. And this segment is entitled Let's Talk Sunday on the podcast. You can go to Apple, Spotify, and Google to look up Sharice Johnson Moore's podcast. And I will be loading this up as soon as I finish this podcast. As soon as I finish this live broadcast, it'll be posted to the podcast. Okay. So I love y'all, and I will talk to y'all later. All right, babies. Y'all have a good day. Bye, babies. Thank you for joining me for Let's Talk Sunday. And I will see you back here at 3 o'clock. At 3 o'clock. But I want to let you know that Entrepreneur Corners is a pre-recorded show for 3 o'clock. So you on Instagram and on TikTok, y'all will have to go to my Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, or Twitter pages to watch that broadcast. It is a pre-recorded show, and I would greatly appreciate it if you go to my Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, or Twitter accounts to watch that program at 3 o'clock. Entrepreneur Corners, because we have a special guest. Her name is Lorraine Lynch, and she is a health and wellness advocate. Okay? I love y'all, and I want y'all to have a blessed day. Bye, babies. Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Sunday, where we talk about everything under the sun and nothing is off limits. Welcome to Let's Talk Sunday.